everybody? Welcome back to another World of Tanks video. Um, I know, on the same map, different side this time than my last video, which, that video actually did really well. I was not expecting that video to do so well. Over 100 views? Are you freaking kidding me? Thank you guys so much, I really appreciate that. When videos like that do well, where it's just me playing games, it always makes me happy because it's my content. It's not like an idea that I grab from somebody else. It's my content. So thank you guys. But this video today we are playing in the T110E5. Now, the T110E5 is not my favorite tank, but it is like top 5 or top, yeah, about like top 3 actually. Top 3 favorite tanks in this game. Now, I don't have a lot of tier 10s, don't get me wrong. I am free to play, so a lot of the tanks that I have, I grind for, and it takes a while for me to actually get these tanks. So, yeah, because you have to grind like 200 plus thousand combat experience just to get to these tier 10s. Especially with like some of the other like the low tiers in the line, sometimes those tanks aren't as good to play. Like right now I'm grinding to get the Leopard 1, and oh boy, let me tell you, the tier 7 I didn't like the tier 7. I have the Indian Panzer. The tier 8 leading up to like the Leopard prototype, I did not like the tier 7. I thought the tier 7 was so bad. That that tank alone sucked. The tier 6, it wasn't terrible. But I did not like the tier 7 at all. So thankfully, I'm far enough into that tech tree, that tech line to where I can actually play the game maybe. But enough about the German tech tree. This is about the USA tech tree, the T110E5, the tier 10. So when it comes to this tank, I absolutely love the T110E5. It is probably, except for maybe you could say like the M48 Patton, but the T110E5, at least in my opinion, is probably the best all-round tank in this game. It's got armor, it's got the gun, it's got, you know, if you like speed, it's got enough speed to get into positions. Now, I use a turbo on this tank just to make the tank a little faster, but it's got everything you want. Armor, gun, speed, kind of. Gun accuracy, it's got it. This tank does everything. If you want to be aggressive and just in other people's faces, just bullying them, it's got it. If you want to play like how I'm playing this tank, where you kind of play around these ridge lines, and when people want to try and push, you can punish them when they push. You can do that. As you can see, I'm doing it pretty well. Now, so far, about what, 3.5 minutes into the battle, roughly, I've already racked up 1,700 damage. Now, when it comes to this position that I'm using early on here, I really like this position. At least when I spawn on this side of the map, because you have so much like area to kind of work with. You have areas where you can shoot the enemy tanks either moving into the factory building. You have cover, so you're not getting shot from other areas. That position is just really good, especially for people who want to be aggressive on that factory side. Like earlier on, if you saw that T-57 Heavy, just really good like ambush. People don't really ever kind of expect you to be there for some reason, at least from my experience. But this game alone, you'll see very soon. And I actually noticed that IS-7 flanking behind. Now, earlier on when I don't think I noticed this during the game, but I don't think there was a single teammate, or maybe the Leopard 1 at most, but I don't think there was a single person who went on the right side of this map, which kind of sucks. But I tell my STB1 that I will help him, and we are going to absolutely destroy this IS-7. I mean, like, absolutely destroy this guy. Now, I am also getting railed in the back by a Batchat 25T. So he is a little annoying to deal with. Now, the IS-7, That just proves how good the IS-7 is. Right up onto his turret, it would have already been like a 50-50 chance of me to go through the IS-7's turret. And that is also another tech line that I am currently racing down right now, and I'm not really enjoying the IS-3 all too much. But I can't wait to get to the object, or the, is it the object 257? Or IS-257? One of those, I can't remember. But yeah, we dealt with two tanks that decided to flank us, the IS-7 and that Batch Hat. And from those two tanks alone, we were able to very quickly rack up to 3,200 damage, 3,200 damage. And that's just the beauty of this tank, right? This T110E5 can do literally everything. And I love this tank for it. Now, it's our turn to go on the flank. We have a mouse. We have an Object 140 and that can opener. But a sneaky Ho-Re 3 all the way in the back. Look at that. I'm trying to find the shot. I want to make sure I actually find the shot on him. And I think I actually did. I did hit him. Blind shot. I did hit that Ho-Re 3. Now, I took that shot for the STB-1 there, but I don't think that was really planned. And now we're going to attempt to blind shot this Ho-Re 3, and we actually blind shot him twice, bro. Twice. 2 shells, 2 connect on the lower plate, and that Object 140 absolutely punishes me. Probably a misplay by me, honestly, but I wanted to get back into this area for cover, especially with the artillery, one of the artilleries being on that right side of the map. I didn't want to be absolutely bombarded by artillery. Now, I'm not a good player. I'm not going to classify myself as a really good player. I'm just a guy who enjoys playing World of Tanks, right? And that is extremely unlucky. I aimed for the lower plate. Honestly, I don't even know where that shell went. It kind of just decided to not pen. But my teammate's gun, if you guys noticed, was actually, that BZ-75's gun was actually blocking me from getting a shot into the Object 140 here. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I intuition switched to a heat round? Yes, I do. Because that Object 140 is going to try and side scrape, and and these heat rounds of the T110E5 make it easier for me to actually go through the side of the Object 140, and he bounces. That's the beauty of this tank. Now that is terrifying, but we bounced the Type 5 Heavy. And that's the beauty of this tank, you guys. That is the beauty of this tank. I wasn't trying to angle armor. I really wasn't trying to angle armor. We put 2 into the Type 5 Heavy, and I'm putting my gun up to block his shot that he's trying to shoot on my compoler, honestly. That was extremely satisfying for me. I don't normally do that, but in the heat of the moment, I was able to rack my brain around the fact of he wasn't going to pen me through the hole, so he was going to try to go for my cupola, and just the knowledge that for myself to be able to put my gun up in the way of my cupola. It's just absolute peak cinema, let me tell you. But now, we have this entire side to ourselves. Like, there's nobody trying to contend us, and that hurt a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even know that BZT7, the BZT70, I don't know if it's a BZ or however you would say it, but that tier 10 premium, right? You get from the Holiday Ops loot boxes, I'm pretty sure. I did not know he was actually aiming for me there, and we could have very easily died. Quick reactions by me to actually realize that the can opener was on the left side right there of myself. Now we're trying to bait his shot, and we successfully bait his shot, put 1 into the side of the can opener. And I think here soon, yeah, I asked my Rinoceronte for help here. Or I asked for help, and thankfully my Rinoceronte is actually right there helping me. Now I think he missed the can opener, so now I'm in a really, really tough situation. Because we're both a one-shot for this guy, I'm pretty sure. But I think I just got to be aggressive. I got to try and bait the shot. Can opener fires. I am taking this opportunity to put at least 1 into his lower plate. And now I have to try and back up as fast and as far as I can to help myself on reload and we shut down the can opener. Honestly, beautiful. I think we played that really, really well. I know this commentary. I don't commentate very much on games, so I'm sorry if it's like all over the place. So I'm just excited, man. I can make World of Tanks content, right? I know I could have before, but I've never had like the games to do it. So my commentating is probably absolutely horrible. But you know what? We live and we learn. We live and we learn, and I'm stuttering like crazy. But now I'm on 64 HP. I don't want to push. I don't want to push this tier 10. This BZT-70 because he could pop out at any moment in time. But I say, you know what? I have teammates. If he takes a shot at me, oh well. I have plenty of tanks that he can't one-shot. We're gonna win this game regardless. So I decided to go and proxy spot him to see if maybe the mouse can distract him. Because I'm not gonna push. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to just give my tank away. I have a mouse and a can opener who can very, very easily survive one of his shots, so why would I give my life up when I know my teammates will be fine even if they take a shot? So we go around the corner, we put one into his lower plate, and my can opener, my teammate, finishes him off, and we give a salute because this game was absolutely insane. The T110E5 is an amazing all-around tank, ladies and gentlemen. If you are looking to play World of Tanks, especially with the free tech trees that you get, I really, really highly suggest the T110E5. Either that or the M48 pattern, right? The T110E5, in my opinion, is the best all-round vehicle in this game. Now, as you can see, 120,000 credits, 2,000 experience, and an ace tanker. This was enough for an ace tanker badge, which I think this is the first ace that I actually got in this tank. But 7,100 damage for the blind shots that we hit on the Ho-Ri 3. 5 kills, 1,371 experience. After all of the repairs, 44,000 credits with the premium account. Overall, this game, I mean, we just dominated. This was a very dominated game from what we did compared to the enemy team, or from my team, really. I would say we put the team on our back, and we carried our team to victory. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and like always, I will see you guys in the next video.